Alright, in this world in which every day that goes by looks like the one that just came before and the one even before that one, in what seems to be a sort of very, very bad version of the never ending story, what I wanted to talk about today is love, and more precisely, courtly love. Let's be honest, things are pretty boring at the moment, so don't we all need to hear about some passion, some adventures, and secret affairs? Well, I do. So buckle up your seatbelts because, yeah, things were way different before. So let's go back to the Middle Ages and try to understand what your great grandparents dreamt of when they thought about love. Courtly love is a literary conception of love born in Europe in the south of France in the 12th century at the court of Helen of Aquitaine and at the court of her daughter Mary de Champagne, where the famous poet Chrétien de Troyes was writing. This model then spread everywhere on the continent thanks to different artistic and literary productions. But what is so special about it? Courtly love was a system that existed in the Middle Ages, and this had nothing to do with marriage at all. Marriage was something else. You married someone to have kids with that person. Courtly love happened outside of marriage. That didn't mean it was platonic. Could be, but it all came from a certain sexual attraction. You need to keep in mind that only the nobility was concerned. Courtly love happened among members of the court. Peasants and serfs could not understand how it worked and the beauty of such a relationship. In courtly love, social norms are inverted. A traditional pattern of courtly love is a relationship between the lady of the court, a noble, and a knight. In these relationships, the woman is the one who wears the trousers. The woman is in charge. She's superior to the man socially, and the man works to earn their love through accomplishing heroic deeds. This could be compared to the feudal relationship uniting a vassal and his lord, since the man occupies the role of a faithful servant beneath her stages. Once the woman has accepted his love, they become lovers. They can remain lovers for the rest of their lives, whether the woman is married or not. But how could that happen? Most marriages were arranged for economic or political reasons, and courtly love was a system in which pure and passionate love could take place and where you could have a romantic relationship. It had to remain secret, though, as it was in contradiction with social rules. Religion was at the core of everyone's life, and adultery was considered as one of the greatest sins you could commit. Courtly love is a kind of love that obeys many rules. These rules were all listed in the 12th century by Andreas Capellanus in his treatise entitled De Amore. While reading the rules of love, we are made to understand, for example, that when made public, love rarely endures, or that a new love puts to flight an old one, meaning you can't love more than one person at the same time. Courtly love often falls into the same outline. First, a knight sees a noble woman and falls in love with her. Then the man keeps his distance but starts worshipping the lady. Then he declares his love in a passionate way, but it ends up in a rejection from the lady. Sorry, mate. The knight keeps showing his devotion. Then the lady allows him to prove himself worthy of her love through a series of heroic deeds. That could be killing a dragon or winning a tournament organized by a husband. And there, bingo, ding ding ding, their love is consummated, but they have to keep it secret and find subterfuges so that no one learns about it. You often found these elements in romances, this medieval popular genre with stories on adventures, chivalrous heroes, supernatural elements, and sometimes love, with examples of courtly love. They put forward social and moral ideals of the Middle Ages. Even if they contained supernatural elements, they were the mirror of the chivalric society in which they were produced and shed light on the code of honor and the importance of values such as generosity, braveness, or humility. Tales about King Arthur's court were the center of literature for centuries, and Queen Guinevere and Sir Lancelot's affair probably remains the greatest example of courtly love. Lancelot had one flaw, his adulterous relationship with his lord's wife. The love bloomed slowly, and Lancelot, the best knight in the world, did his best to win the heart of the most beautiful woman in the kingdom and keep it. She kept testing his love over and over again, and even asked him to find a bad manner one day, which he did, even if it was a shame for him. She was in control. Unfortunately, the rumor had it that the two were more than flirting, and that led to the fall of the Round Table, the fall of the whole kingdom, and the forever separation of the two lovers. Ever heard about the butterfly effect? Well, here it is. That's it for us, guys. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.